Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. As you could hear in the intro, we've got a noise in this truck. And we're gonna have to do some disassembly and investigating. But we have it narrowed down to where we think it is. That spot right there. Yeah, that's not a feather. I thought it was a feather when I saw it first, but that is, fresh broken aluminum. So I'm gonna grab my tools and see if I can get this dust cover dropped. It doesn't come out. You have to have the exhaust out of the way to get it out of there. But I want to drop it down and look and see. We kind of figured it was a broken flywheel. Might still be, but it might be the torque converter bolt backed out and is clicking on stuff or something along those lines. It was kind of sudden, but no matter what's wrong with it, we're going to be pulling the transmission. And hopefully it's just a flywheel. Yeah, if it's been a bolt that's been backed out, there's going to be a lot of damage. So let's get to it. Now this is one of those gap year trucks. It's an 01 Chevy, so it's got the older 4L80 transmission. But it's got the newer LS motor in it. I believe it does anyway. Yes, it does. Customer was kind of afraid of having a lifter bad or something like that. As soon as we heard it, we knew that wasn't the case. Oh. And yes, he is aware of the gigantic oil leaks. If we're going into here, we're going to put a rear main seal in it. And I see a bolt. Oh no. Well, there's his noise. Everything up in here is aluminum. That means it's been dancing all over the place. Oh man. This bolt has been just making its rounds. Here's the bolt. So, there we go. As you can see, it's destroyed. I don't care about the bolt. We can do something about the bolt. But what did it break? Because it's already taken out the corner of the dust cover up there. I see shavings of aluminum up inside here. So, at least I think these things had 6 torque converter bolts in them. If they do, then we might be able to get by with limited parts, but we'll see. I'm gonna see about dropping this front drive shaft out of the way. And hopefully it'll give me enough room to get that cover rotated this way and then rock it out of this. I really don't have a whole lot of confidence in that, but we'll see. So that's the thing. Whenever they build something like this, it's supposed to be real easy. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a 5-minute job. It's supposed to be. But you got to take the exhaust out of the way to get to it. And what if they're all rusted up like they are? Well, first thing I did when I saw what was going on, I sprayed the exhaust studs down so they can be soaking. Because I'm 99% sure the transmission is going to come out. Because I'm still figuring, well, since it does have a bolt backed out, that's obviously the noise and it's not a broken flywheel. But oh, is this one of them that's got that slip yoke stuck? Yes, it is. Oh. And then somebody said, well, do this, because then it should move. I get questions on here all the time. You know, well, what do I do to do this? And what do I do to do that? I'm always winging it because you never know what's going to work like it's supposed to and what's not. And here we are. We've got a slip yoke that will not collapse, which means I can't get the drive shaft back like it's supposed to be. Slid back just a little bit. Try to rotate this yoke and jump it off of there. Now, I apologize for the camera angle here and the fact that you're having to watch me struggle with something that you can't see, but this is kind of my process. Now I got this set down kind of sideways. Now I got to get around the transmission lines over here. Piece is falling out. Now I'm against the exhaust. Might be just a little what I can do. Keep wiggling. I don't know if it'll come out or not. Oh my gosh, it came out. Looky here. All the shiny where it's been dancing, and I got pieces falling out of there and aluminum everywhere. Oh. Yes, it's got yes, it's got 6 torque converter bolts. And you know what? I doubt very seriously that this thing has been working around. I'm going to fish out this bolt, and we don't have anything else taken loose. I'm going to start it up and see if our noise is gone. If it is, we're going to line up where that bolt goes, put a new one in, And maybe he gets by cheap and we get it done quick. I do not see a horrendous amount of oil up in there. It's difficult. It looks like his oil leaks are coming from everywhere else. It's probably got a rear mainsail leaking. Boy, it's gonna be hard to tell. Oh gosh. I'm worried that, that this bolt has worn its way through. It's gone around below. My gosh. I don't see enough oil down here. That tells me that it's worn through. Just caught in between the flex plate and the oil pan. It's just been dancing in here. There we go. Come on. Where'd you go? There we go. What a mess.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. There's still a rattle.
There is?
Yeah, when you goosed it there, it rattled a little bit. Hit it again.
Okay. I didn't hear it.
More or less.
These piston slap, these older ones always had, they must have forged pistons in them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find the bolt that came out and put a new bolt in it and go from there. Okay, we just got off the phone with the customer on this truck here. We're just gonna put it back together. Now, one thing I will be doing is I'm gonna take out the other 5 torque converter bolts one at a time and put Loctite on the threads and tighten them back up, because that one came loose for a reason. It backed halfway out and then sheared off. I'm not getting it out of that hole. I tried working on it, and if you can even get it to wiggle in the hole with a pick, you can usually just back them right out. No, it tore threads when it came loose. But this is not the older style where you just had 3 torque converter bolts in a triangle pattern. This has 6. Now it'll just have 5. It'll be fine. If it was one with 3, we'd be pulling it out, no question. But since we have the option on this one, the truck's got 300,000 miles on it. The customer was already on the fence about fixing it, but when he saw the prices of new trucks, he decided that this one was going to be the cheapest. You know, whenever his car payment would be as much as this repair, and he's going to have to pay it every month. He's not going to do that. So he's going to drive this thing until he doesn't have anything left anymore. And maybe in the future we'll be putting valve cover gaskets on it, because that's where a lot of the oil is coming from. It has an rear mainsail leak as well. if he keeps the truck, we might end up doing something with that torque converter bolt later if we have to pull a transmission, but we don't have to do it today. So it isn't always a big money repair. This one is going to be pretty cheap comparatively. So like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.